Hello, what's up? Welcome back to the acclaimed official Power Wash podcast. This is the progress we've made on this game. I'm not sure what we want to clean today, but we're going to do an entire map. And I'm thinking we'd do the garden. Because it's been a long time. Can we do it again? Can we? It's for me. Free play. Okay, so we want locations. Never mind. So we've got to do it this way. Okay, cool. We'll just do the garden. Actually, maybe not. Now that I'm looking at it, maybe it's going to be a bit of a pain. Could do. Decisions. You know what? We'll do the washroom. We don't have to finish the entire thing. We don't have to clean all of it with the podcast. If we run out of things to say in the podcast, then we can wrap up the episode. But I figured, why not? Cool, right, we have equipped ourselves with a lot of good cleaning materials right now. So this is the widespread one. Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch the nozzle to an extendy boy. Or maybe I shouldn't, because this is all close quarters. We're just going to make a dent, and we're just going to start talking. Hey, and welcome to the video. Welcome to the Power Wash podcast, one of many Power Wash podcasts that exist. Welcome. How you doing? I'm ill. I'm very sick, and like any sensible person, when they are sick, they decide, let's press record on OBS and talk for an hour. Because I've always been very, very smart when it comes to those sorts of decisions. I like to pick my moments, don't I? I don't really get ill very often. That's something that I don't know if it's been expressed very clearly, but my immune system is stupid good. Really good. So it takes actually a lot for me to become ill. The only times that I was ridiculously ill, because this is just like a snivel cold. Previous, the last time that I've been actually out of commission, don't want to function, want to stay in bed, sort of ill, was actually in 2020, in February, and this was before COVID was a thing, so we imagine, with hindsight in play, that was in fact COVID that got me, which is why it affected me. But we never know for sure, because it was before all of the lockdowns and the lateral flow tests and shit like that. That sort of stuff all feels like a distant memory at this stage, and it blows my mind that stuff all happened so long ago. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it happened at all in some ways, and in other ways it feels like it all happened yesterday and also 100 years ago. But I saw a meme the other day about that sort of thing on that topic, and it was saying jokingly, can we stop living through like so many historical events at once? And I'm giggling, but it's well, we kind of have. We've been through a lot. I'm in my early 20s, and yeah, it's crazy to think about how much has happened. And what's funny is, up until 2020, not a dreadful lot of historical moments have really happened that I can think of, I can put to mind. But it is interesting how much has happened in the last 4 years. Yeah, it's crazy to think about, and like I say, that all this shit, it feels like longer ago, but also it doesn't. It's just interesting to think about. My brain, technically, if you're thinking about it, my brain still feels like it's in 2019 in a lot of ways. But we're certainly not in 2019. We're nearly in 2025. Or by the time this comes out, this might be 2025. But I don't know. Who knows? But time flies really fucking fast. It really does, and obviously, I think part of that is because of how the human mind works and how aging works as well. Because the longer that you've lived, the shorter time feels because of the dilation of. I don't know what the actual explanation of it is, but it's literally like you've lived more life, and therefore a minute of your life feels shorter than when it would have done when you were younger because you've lived less minutes. It doesn't sound like it makes sense, but it does. I'm not explaining it very well. But I just find that interesting, the way that the human mind processes events, because like a week of my life now would go by a lot faster than a week of my life would as a kid. Like if I was in school, a week of school would, just by the perspective of the mind and how much information that was input at that time, a week at school feels like a month of a 24-year-old, right? That's kind of the idea, is that, you know, the more life experience you have, the shorter the days feel. And people say that's just a myth or whatever, but, you know, it provides a rational explanation to the phenomenon. Why does that matter? No clue. It's just where my brain went. But it is interesting, because my brain still, like I say, feels like it's living in pre-COVID times, even though so much has happened since COVID, in the world and also personally. But yeah, sometimes it feels like my childhood feels like so far away now, even though it's not in the grand scheme of my life. Like life expectancy is like what, like 90 now. You can reach 90, like our age group these days can reach like 90 years old, maybe more. But right now it feels like my childhood was ages ago, like longer ago than it actually was. But it's good to remind yourself where you came from, you know? Like, just recently I bought myself a new game on Steam, and it was a game that I played as a kid when it came out, called Hitman Absolution. And I played it to death on my Xbox 360 back in the day, and I saw that it was on sale on Steam, and I just picked it up. And I'll be playing it soon, and I can't wait. By the time this podcast comes out, this episode, the Hitman Absolution Let's Play might have started coming out already. I'm not entirely sure, but honestly, I don't know. I mean, I have like a rough idea of like what videos will come out when, but I do record these quite far in advance. For example, I'm filming this in October of 24. But I don't know when this will come out. It'll probably come out like December, maybe. I don't know though. Get out of here. Get all those tough stains out of here. It's kind of fun that I mean, I've talked this subject to death, but I really love that I have this channel, to be honest. Because I can fulfill like a dream that a younger me would have had, which is to just post gaming videos on YouTube. Not for clout, not for views. Can I do this? Okay, did it. Did the thing. Just because it's stuff that I watched growing up. Like, I think I've mentioned it, like what my inspirations are when it comes to like YouTube and like what channels I grew up with. But I'll reiterate, like some of the best channels on YouTube for me were like CNanners, Markiplier, the Game Grumps, people like that. And now, you know, Zachalist is kind of just that. It's basically a channel, you know, out of love, kind of mimicking those sort of channel styles in some ways. And it's just kind of fun that that's happening now. Like I'm making like series akin to like the Game Grumps with like Morgan, like Raft and like Dead Island, and but also doing like solo let's plays like CNanners did, and also co-op games with like people like Markiplier and CNanners would do, right? And it's just nice that I have this channel to fulfill that sort of itch, to scratch that itch of what I would want to do, because it's what I enjoyed watching as a growing up. But it's just so strange that those days of me watching channels like that are so far behind me. Like, I still go back to them, but that's out of like a loyalty to those channels, and because I grew up with traditional TV and VHF. Considering I was born technically in the 2000s, I had a very 90s kid upbringing with like VHSs and stuff like that. So I grew up with like terrestrial telly, like those kids, but I also was coming up alongside when YouTube was becoming popular, and so I kind of had like my early childhood was like television shows, and then my teens. Oh, there's a I was about to say goblin. There's like a, what do they call those? Gnome. It's a gnome. Yeah. I'm not a gnolf. I'm not a goblin. I'm a gnome. And it's my teens is where I got all of those memories on this platform on YouTube, and it's just fun that I got to experience the childhood of like growing up with YouTube, but also the childhood of growing up with the old stuff. Actually, it's really sucky that I just technically called that stuff the old stuff, but it is. It's not stuff that kids really put value in anymore. You know, regular television, unless it's on like streaming services, and don't get me started on those. But it's just interesting how far things have come in all those years. I'm spouting so much shit like it's wisdom. That's just what happens in these podcasts. Like, my train of thought goes way off the tracks and into a building. That's exactly what it does. But yeah, it's fun to think about. How much has happened in all those years. It's got very, very deep. These usually do, don't they? I mean, they sometimes do. Not always. God, I am so bunged up. I'm so sorry if I'm snivelling and snorting all over the place. But unfortunately, my sinuses are gunked up, to say the least. And if I were to say the most, it would be TMI. So I'm not going to. Is this like... No, it's not. Clean up, mucky pup. There you go. What other YouTube channels did I watch? This is a topic that I've obviously covered before on my previous, also very, very popular podcast, the Dino Run podcast. What a piece of shit. But I think I talked about like my YouTube inspirations then too. But I watched a bit of the old school Smosh stuff, and it's fun to go back to Smosh now because of how much has changed since then, but also the fact that Anthony returned, right? So it feels like familiar, but with a lot of other shit on top of it, which is fun. I can appreciate that. What else? What else did I watch? I watched actually those Vanoss videos, those Gmod videos in particular, and also they did like Minecraft for a bit, didn't they, as well? That was good. That was good stuff. Yeah, that was interesting. Oh, did I finish that roof already? Oh, doing pretty good. We're already nearly halfway. I'm doing this a lot faster than I expected I would. Can these things be clean? And I suppose it already is if it dinged on me. Way. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Look at that go. Yeah. So, it's just fun to think about, because like I would watch shows like The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones and stuff like that, but then I would also equally enjoy YouTube series and follow those quite religiously too, like Markiplier's Last of Us, like walkthrough. That was a good series to watch on YouTube. Is this side nearly done? It looks very pristine. Oh, I forget that I can use that material. That feature, if I press control, shows me what bits and bobs are left. There you go. It's very helpful, I tell you. Oh, that's very helpful. I'm very thick. Yeah, I would. Oh my goodness, that was pretty satisfying to see. Yeah, I was never really sick very often from school that I can recall. Hey, that rhymes. Like I say, my immune system was very good. So it takes a lot for a cold to actually hit me. And this cold has lingered for a while. And it hasn't gone away. I'm recording this on a Sunday. And I've had this cold since Thursday. And it's still fighting me. It is still not backing down. Oh, are we done? No, we're not done. Yes, look at that. We're at 50. We're at 50% done. I'm just so good. I'm just such a pro, guys. No big deal or anything. I'm just amazing, you know. Oh, that other side is bright orange. I'll worry about the cubicles later. Those seem like a pain. Three. I'll just do like the broad strokes in here just to get my percentage up, and I'll worry about the little specks of dirt clinging on afterwards. Fun stuff. It's strange how these games, how some games are satisfying. It is strange what games in like elicit a reaction, you know, like these sorts of games are satisfying, but then there are a lot of games that are considered rage games that I have not returned to and probably won't, but who knows. Like, I don't know if I'll return to Pogo Stuck. I don't know if I'll return to like Getting Over It, or what other rage games were there? I think I made rage games out of games that otherwise weren't designed to be. Like, there was a game called Tiny Toy Tanks that I did for a while. There was a game called Two Colors. Interesting how I suppose it's just more of a commentary on my short temper rather than the game design itself, huh? But who knows? Yeah, fun stuff. So how about the weather, am I? Sometimes I just have nothing to say and I just kind of lock in. Especially when it's a game like this where you can just sit and disassociate. That's why I have so many hours in this game. It's a very therapeutic thing, especially if I've got nothing to do. Usually when I have nothing to do, I usually fill it with something productive, which is why I could just turn on this game, put a podcast on in the background and just do what I'm doing here, but without the need to have to like make a video out of it. But I'm like a very productive person. I feel like if I'm not filling time in my day to do something that at least benefits something short term, which will be, you know, an extra video under my belt for this channel, which is essentially what I'm doing here. Because at the end of the day, like, I go a bit crazy if I don't have stuff to do. Like if I'm just sat about doing nothing, that's just a waste of time. That's a waste of a day. I like to fill my schedule with stuff, even when I'm ill. But I do pick my battles in that same breath. I do make sure that I'm doing something that is well within my capability in my current state, and that's why we are here, filming a podcast for Z channel. Because why not? It's fun. Because I could, like I said, just turn on this game and just disassociate, and just stick on a podcast and just let the day waste away. But I'm not built like that. I think that's what it is. I mean, I can do that sometimes, and it is good to just turn off and just do something for the fuck of it, and not have it, like, you know, contribute to a larger goal. But wherever possible, I like to keep busy. Yeah, and I guess that's kind of why I don't really agree or like associate very closely with my generation, because I feel like most younger age groups than me, or even my age group, they like to choose what's comfortable and what's easier to do. And comfortable's good, but if you get too comfortable doing something, you just you become a zombie to it. And then if you're not being challenged, if you're not challenging yourself, like learning something new or doing something that scares you every so often, then you just become too comfortable, and then your life just becomes the flavour of water. That's the best way I like to see it. I feel like if you don't face adversary, is that the word? Adversity. Yeah. Is that it? You know what? I'm gonna search it up. Adversity. Difficult or unpleasant situation. I was right. That is the word that I was looking for. If you don't face that every so often, then you just do become docile, I guess is a word for it. And I just don't want to. I don't want to end up like that. Luckily or unluckily, depending on how you look at it, I have been facing adversity recently. I won't get into it, but it's quite personal and upsetting. But I feel like if you don't have bad, then the good just becomes what you expect, and then when the good stops, you become extra miserable. That's kind of how I see it, and that's why I don't want to run into that trap. Are these still not clean? Come in. Come in. Oh, I guess they are. Okay, cool. That's fine then. That's kind of how I see it. You wanna keep challenging yourself. A good way of doing that, because okay, so like where I work, I won't give away what I actually do for work or anything, but what I will say is where I work until recently has been like a very samey job. You wake up, drive to work, do the same role every day for the 5 days, clock in, clock out, boom, done. It was that for a while until I took this new role at work. And before I did, I was going a bit crazy. But what I had to do is keep my brain stimulated with something that benefits me. And I'm like an information sponge, me. I like learning new things. Even if I'm not very good at the thing that I've learned, at least I have that information in my brain as to how I theoretically do something. It's like video games. Like if I want to learn a new video game, I'm going to look at the rule book, I'm going to try out the game. I'm not going to be good at the game, but I can say, I gave that a good go. I've attempted something new, a new thing that I'm not used to. I've attempted it, and now I can move on to the games that I know how to play already. Like, what's a game that I know how to play, I've known for years? COD Zombies. Use that as the example. But playing new games, attempting new stuff, it's healthy. Where was I going with this? I was talking about work for some reason. Why do I want to do that? It's a Sunday. Yeah, my train of thought is completely gone. I think that's the headache that I've got at the moment. You know, it might be that's caused that. But oh yeah, I remember now. I was leading on to the fact that I'm an information sponge. I love learning how to do new things. And I bet you can imagine looping back to an earlier topic. I'm very, very good at doing that accidentally. That was definitely intentional, but going back to like COVID, in a time where there is nothing to do, you're in house arrest while a plague devastates your country. There's nothing for you to do because you're laid off work or made redundant or whatever, or on furlough. I was in that boat. I was in one of those boats, and I had nothing to do, so I gave myself something to do. I actually took on classes online to learn improv, because I needed to work on kind of my social skills. It was more because oftentimes when I was like socializing with people, or if I was socializing with people, most of the time it would be online around that time because of COVID. Thanks, COVID. But I'd heard through a friend that learning improv isn't just about you become funnier when you learn it. It's just more, it keeps your brain thinking of what to say as you're saying a previous thing, it helps you think on your feet as you're talking about, like as I'm talking about this right now, as I'm talking about improv, in my brain is also double time thinking about what this sentence that I'm saying will lead to the next thing, essentially. And it is a key tool when you're doing improv, because stand-up comedians just that's like the most valuable tool in their toolbox, because they don't want to get stuck on a snag as they're talking about a joke, and they've worked so hard to make that joke land. They've then gone, shit, how do I link this one joke to a joke I wanted to get to afterwards? And then they are truly in a bind because they don't know how to transition from a previous train of thought on stage to the next one, to the next hypothetical story that will make the audience laugh. So it's a good tool for that, but it's also an equally good tool for day-to-day life, socialising, communicating, talking to friends, colleagues, family, etc. Yeah, and it's a tool that I very much have taken in the real world into my life in general. This bubble thing does not do anything. I don't know why I bought it. Yeah, and I guess this channel kind of really helps push me to try out new games, experience them, really give them a good go, see how they work, try out something new. Which is, at the end of the day, the ethos that I'm promoting here, is to just, try something new. I mean, you don't have to go all out and completely ruin your life by busying yourself with too much shit, because at the end of the day, you need your downtime. But because you see online, you see those old cringy, my hand is locking up, by the way, I don't know why I'm getting pins and needles in it, but you see these inspirational Instagram posts online from Tumblr that are being reposted that say, do something every day that scares you, or essentially stuff like that. It's basically pushing you to go out of your comfort zone and do all that all the time. You don't want to do it all the time because it's a sensory overload, but if you challenge yourself every so often, it just kind of shakes up your life, and you're not, and it doesn't become Groundhog Day, essentially, because life can very easily turn into that, especially when you reach the adult world. When you're a kid, you have more control over that because you just have more freedom, whereas as an adult, you're more held down to a specific job, a specific rubric. Like, you drive to this one location every day for the 5 days of the week, and do the same thing until the weekend, where you really get to rest and only rest, depending on how strenuous your job is. And that's just kind of the life of an adult that this society has designed for you. So, thanks, society. But no, I think filling your day with a couple extra little herbs and spices is healthy for your brain, because you're not living the same day over and over. You're doing something new, whether that be reaching out to someone you haven't talked to for a while, or learning a new skill on the side, like improv, or learning how to complete a Rubik's Cube. That's a skill that I still haven't mastered, but that is on my to-do list of random things to learn that I want to, just because it'd be fun. Because in theory, it's just geometry, but I haven't taken the time to sit down and learn it because there are other things that I've been doing instead. But that's something I could do. That's an interesting idea that I've literally just sprung upon myself that I haven't thought of in a little bit. But I might do that. I might learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube, because I have a Rubik's Cube. It used to be sat literally behind my monitor, but I can't see it anymore. I don't know where it's gone. But where has it gone? It was there just a few days ago. I'm sure it'll turn up. But it's that sort of. I don't know if you can hear that, but my dad was shouting from downstairs. He's watching the football. And I just heard him go, yes! Which tells me that a team has scored. Bless him. yeah, I fucking lost my train of thought again. What was it? Oh yeah, do something different. Not every single day. That you need days where you kind of just have to go through the motions and kind of just get through it. Especially days like today for me, where I'm ill and I'm just doing things that I'm used to doing, but it is still something productive. Like it is like this is me having fun. Like I want to sit down, just turn off, fucking clean some virtual bathrooms in a virtual game that won't amount to any real world rewards or accomplishments, but it's something that's fun to do. It stimulates my brain with something that I'm used to, but with a twist. It also helps me out in the long run because I've created a new video that can go on this channel when I'm running out of videos to post, or I'm having a spell in life where I'm more like I'm too busy to make videos for this channel. I have like a backlog of them, which is kind of just how I run this channel now. Is I record videos playing games either with friends or on my own, and then I edit them together in bulk when I have time free to do so, and then they sit in a hard drive until I go, I need to post a video today. I haven't done so in like a day or two, and then I post the video, and it may be a video that was recorded like months in advance, or weeks in advance, or days ago. You know, it just depends what the video is when I want it out. But that's kind of how I do it. It's the most efficient way to do it, because like recording in advance, editing and having the video ready well in advance does help big time, because it just means that you never run out of content to post, and it does fulfill me creatively. And I have said this before, that this channel, sure, they're not like the videos, they're not like my magnum opuses, they're not like a feature film or something that I've been wanting to create this whole time. Some of them are. There are some series on this channel I'm super proud of, but it's something that fills me creatively, for the reasons I've just explained. It's fun to have a timeline of all of the videos that I've posted, and I did a check today, just a random look on the channel, and as of recording this, I've done 730 videos. That number will go higher before this video is posted, but it's just so cool that I've accomplished that, you know? That is not a small number. 700 and something videos. It will be at 800 before you know it. We'll be at 1,000 before you know it, with the trajectory. Oh yeah, speaking of, I posted daily videos for a while there, for like a month in this last year that's been. It's crazy that I did that for a month. I wanted to see how it went, really. I wanted to see if I could sustain it, and I kind of did. It is very, very difficult to do daily videos. I don't know how I did it for a whole year. But then again, I was less busy when I created this channel to do those daily videos every day for the year, which might be why I pulled it off for that first year, but why I won't pull it off now, because I am just so much more busy than I have been in the past. But I just decided to try it out again, try and post a video every day for an entire month, and I did it, but I don't know how often I can do that, because holy shit, daily videos, that's not nothing. Come on. Oh, there you go. That's it. Did it. Okay, this looks clean. Is it clean? No, it's not clean. Get this cubicle clean, you mucky pup. Pick up object. Yeah, let's get rid of this gnome, yeah? Get him out of here. Hey, toilet is clean. Imagine cleaning a toilet in a virtual game. Yeah, so it's nice to feel productive, and this channel is a very, very good way of doing that. I created it in a time where I wasn't being very productive, and this channel gave me like a sort of a schedule, a purpose, in a small way. Like it meant that, oh, I have something to maintain. It's like how some people like buy like a plant, you know, because they have to take care of it they have to water it, or it's like a pet. I mean, obviously a pet comes with affection and, like, you know, a real responsibility to like look after it and make sure it doesn't die. So I am not comparing a pet like a dog or a cat to a plant, but in the same way you still treat it in a similar fashion to how you would treat like something that you undertake with great care. Ow, pins and needles in my hand again. It's something that you undertake because you need to watch it and make sure that it's healthy and all that stuff. And it's good to do that. It's good because if you have something that you constantly have to check in on, it gives you a sort of purpose there. And there are many things that can do that. And this channel was originally created for that very reason. To give me something to do in a time where I wasn't doing much. For a little bit. I did get busy throughout that first year of posting daily, which is just still exactly why I am still mind blown that I did manage to do videos daily for that whole year. It's not something that I'd pull off again. I don't think I'd ever be able to do daily videos for a whole year ever again. Part of the reason I wanted to try it, actually, was because of Unus Annus. I don't know if you guys remember that YouTube phenomenon where that channel was created and then it would have been deleted a year later. It's just so fun. It's just a fun concept because it is just a finite thing, like posting a video every day for the whole year and then deleting the entire channel. Just a mind-blowing concept, and it was something that inspired me big time. It's not like I was ever gonna like do that to this channel, like post daily on this channel and then delete the channel at the end of the year. I wasn't gonna ever do that, but it was but the ethos of it, of just like, you know, make the most of it and like put your heart into it for a whole year and see how it goes. So I took that side of it into my line of thinking for this channel. Right, come on. This toilet is mucky. You mucky pup. Come on. Come on, you silly willy. This toilet is still not clean, huh? Get all the little bits and bobs out of here. It's sweaty in here. I'm gonna turn on a fan. I'm getting a bit warm. We are so nearly done. We did this map way too fast, actually. But yeah, no, my some of the inspiration for this channel was Unus Annus. At least in the ethos of it, of, you know, posting daily for the whole year, see how it goes. Which is fun to think about that I did that. Come on! What is still unclean about this toilet? Oh. Nice. Oh, that one is still unclean. Any bits and bobs, any nooks and crannies still undone? Yes, there is. Oh, dirty, you dirty pig. There you go. Yeah, it's just, honestly, you know what actually is crazy? Going back to the meat and potatoes of the topic I started this with, it's actually crazy that it was, what was it now? 2019, that it was 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. Bloody hell, yeah. 5 years since Unis Arnis started. Because I was watching that channel like pretty much when it started. And managed to watch every video at least twice, I think. It really resonated with me. Like I said, I'm a big Markiplier fan. He inspired me with his original channel, and then when he started this one, I was like, hell yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll support it. It's just so crazy to me that it's now been like well over like 5 years since Unis Arnis happened. I actually can't believe that, personally. I think that is absolutely bonkers that it's been that long. Because it doesn't feel like that long. It feels like it never happened in some ways, which was by design. That's why they wanted to delete it after they'd posted every day and the year was up. It's a fun concept. But yeah, it's a fun one. It's a real interesting. Oh, here we go. Did I miss anything in the other toilet then? Because I must have done. Okay. Oh, we're at 98%. This is going to be the difficult bit, because this is the bit that always frustrates me, is finding the last little specks of dirt that I can't seem to get. There you go. Come on. There we go. Got it. Yeah. I guess it's just interesting that Unis Arnis happened, and then a year later I start this channel and do daily videos. And yeah, I guess also if you're a viewer of this channel, a fun little drinking game is take a shot every time that I mentioned that I posted daily videos on here twice. But daily videos for a whole year at one point. And that's another shot. that's another drinky drink you gotta take, because I said it again. But yeah, it's just more crazy how time flies, really. And also, I started this channel in 21, I think, like November, October time of 21. It's just bonkers that it's been 22, 23, 24. Like, yeah, well, it's been 3 years. This channel's been around for 3 years, nearly, or just over. I don't know when this comes out, but it'll be nearly for me as of recording this. Which, like I say, blows my mind. Oh god, this is the annoying bit now, because now we got to find the little specks of dirt I missed. This is the not fun bit. Oh, okay, I didn't do this cubicle, so that might be part of what it is. I also didn't do these hinges very well, I don't think, did I? There you go. That's better. There we go. That helps. I'll finish this cubicle, and then it's gonna get irritating, and then it's just finding little dirt in the corner that is not visible because of the graphics. That'll be what happens. That's what's gonna take the most time, is finding those last bits I missed. Yeah, it is interesting how time flies in that regard. But I guess regardless, I mean, when it comes to like how like time changes and how you change in time, I think it's somewhere. I think I've already mentioned this in a podcast somewhere, but it's interesting because there's like this saying that every 3 years of your life, like your brain, like kind of like adopts a different, you're a different person every 3 years of your life, and it's not like, oh, the third, like the timer ticks over for the 3rd year and suddenly, oh, Zach is now this thing. It's more of like you pluck yourself out of time, you from 2018, and then you compare that version of you to the version of you from 2021, and then you compare that version of you to you today in 2024, and they are 3 completely different people on the surface. Well, I guess not from the surface. Or from the surface, they seem like the same person because they have the same memories, maybe the same core morals. Who knows? Depending on what happened in those three accompanying years between each. But it's just fascinating to me that my finger. My finger isn't fascinating to me. It's fascinating that might be the case, and it makes sense that it would be because a lot can happen in 3 years. But what needs to happen in less than 3 years is I need to find the last bits of dirt before I go insane. Oh. There we go. There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Show it to me. Come on. I have nothing in here, do I? I haven't missed anything in here? No? That's a relief. Oh, here we go. There's some bits here. Oh, that's good. Is there anything behind here that needs cleaning? No. Oh. Yes. There we go. Did I miss the other one in the other room? I don't know. I'm going to check. I did. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's just I find that very interesting that that you can be unrecognizable between those years just in that short amount of time. But that's what can happen. That's really what can happen. And what else could happen, please, is this could be done? Question mark? Question mark, exclamation point, double fingers, please. Oh, that was accidental. Didn't mean to grab that last little bit of dirt. I'm gonna sneeze. Sneeze incoming. Sneeze approaching. Sneeze swelling up. Nose twitching. Eyes watering. Sneeze not happening. Great. Love that. I love it when that happens. That's so great. Where is the last bit of dirt? It's here somewhere. I know it is. There's like a few more bits and then this is done. Oh, no, that's a reflection. Why the reflection look orange? That's really pissing me off. Did I get all of these? I think I did. Oh, that's gross. Ugh. Crap. You know what, I'm going to look at the list. Basins? Okay, so I've not done all of them. That's annoying. What did I miss? I think I've done these three. We look inside. Okay, not in there. Basin. Because we're in America. Oh, there we go. There's the little blighter. Is it done now? Oh, no, no. I'm missing one more. Oh, there we go. Done it. Now that's 100% clean. Pipes. Okay. Pipes. Pipes, 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 pipes. Come here. Oh, runny nose. That is gross. Yes. Oh, these things. We've got to clean these. Come on. Alright, not that one. Try this one. Is it this one that we're missing? I know we're missing one of these pipes. Come on. Oh, there we go. There was one. Is that it? Okay, no, we need 4 more? 4 more? There's only 2 left. Okay, I got the wall. Didn't know I had that left to do. At least it's done now. Okay, got it. Alright. Okay, and now this one. Is this one done? Okay, so pipes. Is this a pipe? Okay, that's another pipe. We've done that one. No, we didn't do that one. Okay, I already cleaned this one. Then which one am I missing? Pipes. What other pipes are there? Ceiling panel. Okay, no. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What else is there that I need to clean? Interesting. What? Oh, light. Let there be light. I forgot where my train of thought was for this thing. This entire podcast has just been derailed because I'm trying to find the last bits of dirt. I can't bloody figure out what there is left. There's a bit of dirt there, but I don't think... Ah! There we go, that helps, that helps. Missed that, and now we've found it. Okay, nothing left there. It's the attention to detail. That's the bit that's pissing me off. Because this game is satisfying all the way up until that point. As soon as you go, ah shit, we missed a bit, that's where I'm just like, this isn't fun anymore. What else have we got? Okay, so we've got this pipes. The fucking pipes. God damn it. But I've done them. I've done the pipes. Okay, what else? What else do we have to do? Cubicle walls, but I thought I did those. Okay. Okay, not this one. Wait, try this one. Okay, no, nothing in there. What about in here? Done it, done it, done it, done it. I've done it. I've done it already. Wait, oh, wait, there we go. That's something. Come on. Go on! I should not be making weird voices. That doesn't help my throat. Giggity. Cubicle walls, but I've done them. I've not done the lights? What light did I miss? I thought I'd been really, really on it for that. It's not any of those ones. I think it's one of these ones here with the urinals. Okay, nope. What if I try it over here? Okay. Is it in here? Is it one of these lights? Is it one of the cubicle lights? Could be. I did say that if I can't complete this, I'm going to exit out early, and that might be something I end up having to do because this is effort. This is very, very tedious. Yeah. Oh, did I do these? Yeah, I did these, didn't I? Where is it? Where's the last bit? Last bit's plural. Washroom walls? Where art thou? Is it this one? Yeah, I don't see no washroom wall dirt, so this is the part that is definitely irritating. Yeah, I might leave this podcast here. I really don't think I'm going to get the end of this, and I think this is just shit content at this stage. I've done a little bit of train of thought, I've talked about random shit, we finished it. It's just we're missing the last 1% that's left. Annoyingly. Tunnel walls? I thought I did those. Oh, urinals. Right, oh, did I not finish the urinal? I have now. I have now. Never mind. I thought I did, but I didn't. Yeah, I'm going to end this one here. Otherwise I'm going to lose my mind. Thank you very much for watching this episode. And, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.